Mic check 1 2 1 2. Da 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 da. Kidding.
Does my breath smell stinky? Let me know.
It's a little too late for that. The people on the screen are gonna come at you and ask you why your mouth is stinky. But your mouth
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
you drink coffee, so you know that's gonna happen.
I'm just saying, if you can smell it, let me know I put some mouthwash.
Oh no, I can't smell it.
Okay, that's all.
You're not close
I'm very cautious of my. You ever been around people with bad breath? It's horrible.
I have.
It's a horrible experience.
I've been around smokers, and some people smell like it. Some people manage to hide it very well. It's not like they even smoke. Okay. So you do a good job, Andrew.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate you.
So we covered a bunch of topics last time, and we're supposed to have a segment called Hindsight, where we look back on things that we talked about. Not all of it, just major topics that that we might have gotten wrong, and we try to correct our ways and get back in the good grace of the people. Whoever's watching, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. Today on Fan Faces, we'll be discussing some NBA playoffs. You got some great guys. The old guard is going away and the new guard is showing up. You got NFL draft picks, and the big talking point in the NFL draft picks and the NFL selection this past draft. It's long gone. A lot of people talked about it, but we're going to touch on that. And then we got some information basically comparing playoff Josh Allen to playoff Lamar, playoff Joe Burrow, playoff Jalen Hurts. And I have a lot to say about that. And
so do the Bills Mafia.
So do the Bills Mafia as well. So
I saw that on Facebook. That was fun.
Yeah, we'll get going on those topics. Not a change of name, but I'm going to do the great AK Stubbs E Fingers. He's in the building, Let's get going. So, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Our hindsight topic.
Hindsight.
I can't remember what we spoke about. It was so long ago. But, forgive us, people. That's a hindsight.
Hindsight is I don't remember much.
We don't remember that. And it happened so long ago. So
yeah,
we'll move on from that. But the NBA playoffs, they're in full steam ahead. They're going. The first round happened. Now we're in the second round.
Thank God.
The first round happened. You got the Phoenix Suns getting swept by the Timberwolves.
Good.
And you got the Celtics, making light work of Miami.
Not good.
Actually, my hindsight was, Miami may come through and beat the Celtics, and Miami didn't. Sorry, fans.
Well, Jimmy Butler was out.
No, Jimmy Butler was out, but they always, some way, somehow, managed to make a match of it instead of getting swept.
Yeah, they won Game 2 in Boston. And then, then they laid an egg in.
They got gentlemanly swept. They won one game, and that was it. Because normally Miami would make a game of it.
It's true.
Whether or not they win, they make a game of it. They give the Celtics a tough time.
They did not this year.
And the Pacers in the first round beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
And Doc Rivers was supposed to be the savior, but that didn't happen. Doc Rivers game.
That was still such an odd.
Higher? Middle of the season higher?
Yeah.
Well, what that goes to show you is even coaches need adjustment. Even though he's one guy coming in, he needs time to warm up. He needs time to mix in his scheme and basically get his own guys in there. That's what that tells me anyways, because Doc Rivers is known to be, the coach to the superstar teams. Coach the Boston Celtics with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. Coach the Clippers with Blake Griffin, Chris Paul. Who else? He coached the Clippers with a lot of talent. He coached the 76ers with Joel Embiid, James Harden. Doc Rivers' coaches gamut of superstars in the NBA. And they thought, we'd hire him and he can come in, help Dame and Giannis and Chris Middleton help them get to the second level there. And that wasn't quite the situation. Their record was actually worse off with Doc Rivers than it was with the coach that they fired before, prior to Doc Rivers. Mm-hmm. So, the old guard, the Lakers got swept. Well, no, the Lakers didn't get swept. The Lakers got gentlemanly swept by the Nuggets. And, the old guard, it goes to show you that the old guard's exiting stage left while, the younger teams and the younger generation are coming in and staking their claim to, championship, what's it called? Aspirations. But, what do you say, Andrew?
About the new guard?
The new guard, the old guard, the NBA playoffs.
Good. Get them, it's your time. It's their time. Steph Curry's been around. They started really making their run in 2014. So it's been about 10 years for the Warriors. That's a long time to be good, especially in today's era where there's so many injuries.
Yeah,
they've had an awesome run. LeBron, I mean, of course, we all know, has been in the league since 2003. So it's been almost 20 years.
21.
Yeah,
Savage.
Long time. And but yeah, no, this will be a lot of fun to see what happens. The question is, I think, with Anthony Edwards, I know he signed was it a 4-year extension with Minnesota? But it'll be interesting to see how Minnesota, if Minnesota can still build a team, because they have a long history of not attracting free agents. This is an organization that's been around since 1989, I believe. And they've won their division one time. Just the division, which usually you should be able to do every 4 years or so and have a team to compete. But they have a hard time getting people to come to play in Minnesota. I read an article about Stephon Marbury, who was out there and was like, couldn't wait to get the heck out of there. That's why he left. Not because of the fans or, the area itself. It's really pretty out in Minnesota, but cold. A lot of people don't want to play out there with those icy roads.
But, basketball is a winter sport.
But with Anthony Edwards wanting to stay there, who knows? That could be changing.
Not just Anthony Edwards. You got Rudy Gobert. You got Carl Anthony Towns.
They have a squad, man.
Yeah.
They got a really good team, and if they can keep the nucleus together, of course, barring injury.
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley's great.
Mike Conley Jr.
Yeah, and I really think that they could build something, which is, City hasn't won a championship since the Minneapolis Lakers. I think the last one was in '57, I think. No, yeah, because they moved to Los Angeles in 1959. So it's been a while, so to say the least, right? Yeah. But I like this. I like the whole new guard action. I think we need to bring some new faces in there. Of course, LeBron James, he's a free agent this offseason. He will stay with Los Angeles. There's no question about that one, especially with J.J. Redick being a lead candidate to take over the coaching position, or the vacancy, I should say, in Los Angeles. And that LeBron James has a lot of say in that hire, considering that he's the reason why I think 6 or 7 coaches have been fired under him.
That's a slippery slope.
But if they hire J.J. Redick,
it's a slippery slope.
What's a slippery slope?
Hiring J.J. Redick.
Why?
Have you ever worked for your friends?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
You have?
Sure.
How did that go?
I went fine.
Sometimes, because somebody has to come up and, understand that our dynamic is different, and I have to show you the respect that you deserve in your position that you are in. LeBron James has been known to override coaches and do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And if J.J. Redick is your coach and you want him to come across as a legitimate hire, you're going to need to let J.J. Redick do things that are best for the organization, not necessarily even if they're not best for you.
I think obviously they're having that conversation. I don't think J.J. Redick is going to take a position of that manner and work with LeBron James without having a real sit down.
No, you can have a real sit down and you could talk about it, but your actions, when tensions get high, will determine how that relationship works. Will that be JJ's one and only job, just like what's his name, Steve Nash's only job as a head coach with Brooklyn?
That was bad, wasn't it?
With Brooklyn.
Boy, that was.
You really get the job and your star players just disappear, and that's the last time you ever work as an NBA head coach. So you don't.
Oh man, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
So
Yeah, that was horrible.
you don't want to put yourself in that position and be like, yeah, man, because if you're a basketball savant,
Mhm.
when there's a change of the guard as far as coaches go, you can't be like, yeah, let's go hire my friend, and you don't hold them up to that regard. If you don't hold them up to that regard, your friendship may not be as good afterwards because it's almost like you're sabotaging your friend.
Right.
Because if I have a friend that has a higher up position and I went to go get a job from him, yes, we're friends, but I have to treat you with the utmost respect. I have to go out of my way to make sure that you are looked up on as, a person that's capable of doing the job that you've been hired for.
Mhm.
Because LeBron James has a reputation of being LeBron James, of getting coaches hired, coaches fired. But if we're friends, am I gonna overstep my bounds and draw plays and be like, yeah, it's my friend, da 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 da? Just
Right.
not hold him in the esteem that he should be held as a head coach, and have it be JJ Redick's first and last coaching job ever. So
Yeah.
it's a very intricate position. Yeah, JJ Redick's in. I feel that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, he'll be hard. He'll be hard with the Lakers.
Okay, well, that's good for them. Good luck,
Yeah, good luck. I mean, if I was LeBron James,
and maybe have your hands tied to have to draft Bronny.
wouldn't he want to like finish his career competing for a title though? I mean, you can't rely on Anthony Davis. He's not going to stay healthy. I mean, I think this is the most he ever played his entire career.
He had a decent season this year.
This is like the most he's ever played, and he falls down all the time, like Joel Embiid. They fall down all the time.
They fall down hard.
Yeah, they're big guys.
Yeah.
And they fall. I mean, you see these highlights of them, and you're like, dude, really, you're falling down because of that? They fall down all the time. He's not going to say he's not going to be held. It'd be hard. I'd be impressive if he has another season like that.
Well, let's hope everything that's supposed to, come together to make it a prosperous situation for JJ Redick does just that. Come together.
Doesn't LeBron just go back to Cleveland? Dude, how great
is there room for him over there?
Yeah, why not? Dude, they got a good squad. They lost last night and at home. They got beat bad.
Yeah, they got beat bad because
that Cleveland crowd still shows up even after
they're not the better team. The Celtics are. The Celtics are the world beaters. They're supposed to be the world champions this year. So
I think they're overrated. I think Boston's overrated.
No, that's definitely possible, especially when you go meet up with a Western team and the Timberwolves, if that comes to be.
Dude, the great basketball teams don't lose as consistently at home like the Boston Celtics do. Like Boston has one of the premier home court advantages in basketball. I mean, even in all sports, like even hockey, baseball, football. I mean, they have a great home crowd. The way they lose all the time at home, I don't think they're that great.
Well,
you should not, dude. I remember, dude, you never saw the Celtics be a garbage home team.
So
and lose like that.
Comparing Anthony Edwards to Jason Tatum, who do you feel is alpha in that situation?
Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely Anthony Edwards.
Okay, well.
Oh, for sure.
If all the cards play out as they should, it will be Boston versus Timberwolves in the finals.
I think so, dude. The Nuggets destroyed Minnesota.
No, the Nuggets did, but Minnesota's destroyed the Nuggets 2 times.
I know.
So
well, you got another game tonight.
If it's strength versus strength, it's definitely the Wolves at this moment in time. Because strength versus strength, when they go all in together, the Wolves have came out.
You know why the Minnesota lost so bad last night? Because they wore those garbage uniforms.
If
they wore the throwbacks like they did in round 1 against Phoenix when they won both games at home. Go back to the throwbacks. Wear those. You'll be fine. Those horrible. I don't know who designed those uniforms. They're horrible. And they got to stop wearing those.
Let them know, Andrew. Hey, Timberwolves fans.
Go on your social media. Put some pressure on the organization. Please, for the love of God, just go back to your traditional green, blue, white uniforms.
Go write up a petition.
Gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful. Instead of this navy, dark blue, the lime green with these stripes all over. And it's just, they're horrible.
Andrew doesn't like it. Andrew doesn't feel.
Golly,
Andrew's in the name of Deion Sanders. You look good, you play good, you
This
play
is true.
good,
No, it's true.
you make good
No.
money.
No, it's very true. It's like, thank God the Detroit Lions.
I don't believe in that though.
You don't?
No.
What?
The best dressed players in soccer when I played were usually the suckiest players. They have nice shoes, they have a clean old jersey, they look real good. You're like, yeah, he's a bum. And I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna show him exactly why he's a bum.
I'm just saying the uniforms itself.
The uniform. You feel uniforms make the player. I feel the player make the uniform. That's not. I mean, that's what I thought.
I don't think anybody on earth could make those Vancouver Canuck jerseys from like 1979 with the flying V look good. They're the ugliest things. Have you ever seen those?
If you're winning, people tend to come to an understanding of okay.
When we get a little better production, we can put like the screens in the back with all the. You can see these Vancouver. They're just nasty, dude, and nobody could win. And they made the finals in 1982 against the Islanders. Got swept, but there's footage of them being in the finals where, I mean, can you imagine if they won the championship and they wore those horrible uniforms? It's horrible. Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's all right.
There's something I wanted to rant about earlier this week.
It was jerseys.
Was it jerseys? Whose jersey was it, though?
Don't know.
It wasn't Minnesota's.
You should have. No, it was the Detroit Lions.
No, it wasn't Detroit. No, because I thought they were horrible.
Oh, okay.
They were just, I don't know, whatever.
Well, speaking of the Detroit Lions and jerseys,
which are beautiful, by the way. Absolutely beautiful.
Let's head over to the NFL.
Okay, go ahead.
You got the draft picks. People are shitting all over the Atlanta Falcons for paying Kirk Cousins $180 million for 4 years, and then they draft Michael Penix Jr.
Who just turned 25, I believe.
Yeah, they're like, how could you? Why would you? Well, the NFL always says it's better that you have a quarterback problem than you have a no quarterback problem.
Wow. That's the Broncos last year. Oh no, the Broncos had.
They had Russell Wilson, but they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to keep him. He doesn't fit Sean Payton's system.
Sure.
But so Atlanta drafts Michael, and they drafted him, and everybody's like, "Why would you? You just signed Kirk Cousins to $180 million. That's insane of you. How could you?" And I'm like, in 2011, the Washington Commanders drafted RG3. Then in the fourth round, they drafted Kirk Cousins. Same draft, yeah.
Wow. They drafted 2 quarterbacks. I didn't know that. That's good. Good job. Good facts. That's great.
They drafted 2 quarterbacks, not Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, he's reliving his past. They say what happens to you once will happen to you again a second time. And it definitely is happening to him again a second time. But this time, he's on the receiving end of it. I feel like Michael Penix could be a great quarterback in the NFL. And he's going to be put in a great position, just like Green Bay Packers did with Jordan Love. You get to sit, you get to learn, you get to build up your health. And then when you come out, guns are blazing. They could build around you once you're ready to go. Because Kirk Cousins' money would have been paid out, and maybe they pay you a little bit more. And you're like, all right, let's build a team around me. Just like the Chicago Bears are building around Caleb Williams. They got him 2 receivers, a running back, 2 tight ends, a defense. That's what you want the teams to do for you. Build a team for you, set you up for success. Not just like, oh, well, we'll throw something in there. Let's see how it goes. If you're a superstar, you make it happen.
But Cousins is coming off of a major injury, isn't he?
He is.
So everyone complaining about this draft pick? What makes him so certain that Cousins is going to play out his contract healthy?
Well, we live in the now and the immediate.
In the now?
Yes.
So there's no guarantees that he stays upright this season.
There's no guarantee, but fans and people are like, oh, that could happen to us, or that can happen to us. We won't have a disastrous year.
You never know, man. He could be in this. He could be in this year. He could be in this year. So.
No, he could. Kirk Cousins works hard. He tries. but he also takes a lot of punishment because he's not that fast of a runner.
No,
He thinks he is, and then he takes off, and then they smash him. That's what happened last year. They smashed him, and he had to sit out the rest of the year. So I was just like, God damn. But RG3, Kirk
And
Cousins,
RG3 got injured.
RG3
How long
got
did he
injured.
last? A couple seasons? Because they went to the playoffs. I think the playoffs was his rookie year.
Yeah.
Won the division, then had that horrible
Knee injury.
on that horrible turf they had back in Washington, and it destroyed his career.
Yeah.
That one game.
And he's been injury prone ever since, and he thinks he could come back. No, you can't come back, Broseph. We're good.
He's a good commentator too, so I'm just.
He went to Cleveland. He got smashed, and now he played for like maybe one game, and that was it.
He was an awesome player too.
Keeping up with the NFL trend.
Yes.
There was a post by the Bills Mafia.
Yes.
I went outside, man. I was like, "You want smoke?
You went out.
I got smoke for you."
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about, Josh Allen, 27 TDs, 10 playoff games, and the rest of these quarterbacks, 24 TDs.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like,
so what?
You guys are insane.
Right.
Josh Allen has never been a league MVP. Josh Allen's never, ever. He's been to one AFC championship game. One.
True.
And they lost.
Yep, and they were winning that game 10-0.
They were winning it, and they lost. You know why they lost?
Why they lose?
It's not because of Josh Allen. Josh Allen played lights out.
Yep.
It's because of Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott keeps... It's like that guy that keeps clenching his butt because he's holding something there.
What's he holding there?
Nobody freaking knows. The moment there's a significant play that's supposed to happen, he calls a timeout. He gets his players all frazzled. He gets his players all like second guessing themselves. Defense is a game of reaction. Offense is a game of choreography. You need your players to be able to react without having to think as much as you want them to think, as much as you're making them think. Bill Belichick, he's so great because in the heat of the moment when you're like, yeah, call timeout, call timeout, call timeout. The Seahawks are at the 1 yard line. Call a timeout. He's like, nah, you guys hold that. Whatever may come, let it come. And then it came. Malcolm Butler intercepts the ball. And then bam. Tom Brady.
Still the craziest play I've ever seen.
Tom Brady, Super Bowl champ. Malcolm Butler. Tom Brady got the MVP, but he gave the card to Malcolm Butler. So Sean McDermott. Well, let me go back. Josh Allen, you're great. You are the pig with the makeup on. Your stats, anyways. His stats in the NFL and the playoffs, pigs. You're still a pig. You could have the greatest makeup on, and we'd be like, oh, that's nice makeup, but no, you're still a pig. It's still a pig with makeup on. That can't be your best friend. That can't be the best thing that ever happened to you. Josh Allen, you could have the greatest stats ever in the playoff history. If you do not win an AFC championship, you do not make it to the Super Bowl, you'll soon be forgotten about. Soon. The moment you start playing, it'll be the end of it.
Dan Fouts.
Dan Fouts, Dan Marino.
Amazing quarterback. No, Dan Marino at least made that Super Bowl. Dan Fouts is a great quarterback with the San Diego Chargers back in the 80s. Never made the Super Bowl. Never made it.
So it's either you have to get a new voice in there who's offensive minded, who
I was saying,
who won't clench their butt cheeks or clench their cheeks or their teeth so much to the point where they're probably dying over there because like, oh no, they're coming back. For you to beat the Chiefs, Buffalo, you have to just play on instincts on defense. Play on instincts. Let the players play on defense. Yes, it's obvious that the players should play. It's obvious that you can make this adjustment and your players are going to make this great play. But let your players play. Give them the opportunity, Sean McDermott. Give them the opportunity to do something for you. I'm putting you guys in position to, win. Now I trust you with the game on the line for you to come through for me and win. That's all there is to it. Don't be that guy that's like, oh my God. And then you get really uptight and then you call a timeout and then the next play they score a touchdown and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it sucked.
I thought.
Good old Buffalo. God, yeah. I thought they were to beat the Chiefs when they were at home. Close.
They should have beaten the Chiefs. Sean McDermott's play style is being infused into special teams, defense, and offense. Because sometimes you just make boo-boos that make no sense. Mistakes that make no sense. Like,
well,
why are you doing that?
The Toronto Maple Leafs, I'll give them this credit. segue into the hockey. They fired their head coach, right?
Mhm.
Who have had, I think, for the past 5 seasons, great regular seasons. They're an elite team, but they've been bounced out of the first round for the past 5 years. So only passed the first round one time, and that was last year. They fired him this year. Another first round loss. And he's a great head coach. I mean, like I said, the team is good. They're one of the elite teams. But in the playoffs, they were never able to go far in the playoffs. And I think that's what it's not that he's a horrible coach. It's just that it's not working. We have a great squad, and while they're still at this age, we have to have a different voice now. We have to move forward. I think that's what Buffalo should have done.
Sean McDermott, Josh Allen's an MVP caliber superstar, MVP Super Bowl caliber player, but the defense always lets him down because you want to control so much. Sometimes you just gotta let the players play. Tell them the game is in your hands, guys.
Right.
The offense has done what it needs to do. Now you go do what you need to do and bring this thing back home. Because you can't be like, oh, my defense is in there. You're basically fighting against your own ghosts. Right. Don't do that. Play the game, play to win, and don't worry about what the other team is going to do. Right. Do what you came out here to do. Smack them in the freaking mouth. Kick them while they're down. Take them and stomp their face and be like, yeah, I came. You don't want smoke because I brought it. Come on, man. But, that's my passionate plea to Sean McDermott and the Buffalo Bills. The season hasn't started yet, but, Josh Allen, 27 TDs in the playoffs.
No one cares.
Who cares? There's a hump. Go win an AFC championship. Go make a Super Bowl appearance like Joe Burrow. Go get an MVP what's
no one cares about the MVP.
Either way. But no, they say no. They say it's a popular award.
Who cares?
It's a hump still. It's still a hump. Well,
get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, get to the Super Bowl. But anyways, if they're comparing him to Lamar, go get your MVP. Go lobby for your MVP, Josh Allen, if it makes you feel better. But there's a hump, an AFC championship and a Super Bowl appearance and the Super Bowl championship. Those are the expectations in Buffalo. Those are the expectations for every single NFL team, all right? So if you have a defensive-minded coach,
you're done.
It's hard. It's very hard for you to win. Unless the defensive-minded coach has an offensive mindset where it's like, yeah, let's go kick them in their teeth. Let my players play. I trust in them. I believe in them. I believe that they could do what they need to do. Bill Belichick was like, yeah, I believe in Malcolm Butler. I believe in what my players could do. So they want smoke. The Seahawks want smoke. They're not going to run the ball. They're going to pass the ball. We've practiced. We're ready for this. We're going to intercept that ball at the 1 yard line, and we're going to take it. And then we're going to go home. And then we're going to hoist this trophy. That's all there is to it.
All you got to do is make sure that you score more points than the next team, and you'll win that game.
Score more points and stop them. That is all. Case closed. But for a popular topic, that was a popular topic in my news feed on Facebook. So I decided I need to put my 10 cents into there. I put my 10 cents in. But speaking of popular topics, we got Thanos, a.k.a. Drizzy Drake, a.k.a. the one that Rick Ross calls BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy, nah, Rick Rose, you don't want that smoke, man. Because BBL Drizzy, he's the reason why.
What did you just say, Rick Rosie?
Ricky Rose, that's what he calls himself. Rose! Rick Ross.
Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Ricky Rose. He has beef with Drake too?
I told you that.
He does?
They all do.
I thought, what about the nice, beautiful song, the Austin Martin song they did together? Nice to what?
The reference to Thanos, 20v1.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't know who Thanos is?
No.
He's the ultimate villain in Marvel.
We're talking about Marvel? Is that what they're doing
Reference.
Now? Oh, God.
Reference. Drake.
I think all these rappers are they all have comic books.
Drake is Thanos because he's almighty and powerful.
Keep talking.
All right? Yeah. And when you're almighty and powerful, nobody wants to see you on top. They're always trying to get at you because they always feel like they have to get at you. And Drake is going at each and every one of them. First, J. Cole made a diss track against Kendrick. Like, oh, Kendrick, my brother, I'm sorry, man. I'll take that back. I'll take the diss track. And then what's it called? Drake was like, nah, I'm going at Kendrick full force. So Drake brought Kendrick on tour. He brought A$AP Rocky on tour. He made hits with Rick Ross. He made hits with Future. He made hits with a bunch of artists, but all these artists are not showing love to Drizzy Drake.
What kind of love does he want?
No, it's not what kind of love that he doesn't care, man. He was just trying to get along, but these guys are just poking at him.
Okay.
He
So
just
what?
wants to get along.
So
These
what?
artists are throwing sneak disses in their tracks. Or they're saying we don't play, we don't mess with you. Out of nowhere, the beef came. But I mean, I'm
Is it
not.
really out of nowhere? Do we really understand what's going on?
No, we don't. There's a bunch of theories out there
Okay.
that Drake got a $400 million contract, and basically he's getting money from all these other dudes' contracts, and they don't like that. They don't like that because he's basically in everybody's pockets. And then there's another thing where pretty much Universal Music Group (UMG's) CEO Lucian Grange, Sir Lucian Grange, basically says, Drizzy Drake, do whatever you want to do. Whatever the budget is, we got you.
Wow.
That's
some freedom right there.
Well, that's some freedom when you've been irrelevant for 15 to 20 years, man. Drake has been irrelevant.
That long, hasn't it?
Yes. 15 to 20 years, the boy's been relevant. This isn't
2010, 2009 around there?
No, Andrew. 2003, 2004.
What?
Yes.
2003? I do not remember any Drake in 2003.
2004, 2005. That was Drake. That's when Drake came. You the best I ever had. Best I ever had. Yeah.
Come on, I'm gonna
look it up. Drizzy Drake has been in the game for a long time, man. Let's say 2004, 2005.
Okay.
That's how long Drake's been in the game. And he's been relevant from that time. So with that in mind, man, these guys are just hating. And Drake's been as
2009 is best ever had.
He had mixtapes, So Far Gone.
Okay, the mixtapes, but I wouldn't say that's relevant.
No, he was relevant. Those mixtapes were the reasons why people started listening.
Okay.
And if they weren't
Facebook Drake back in the day, remember
that? Facebook Drake, Champagne Poppy. Why don't you just go to Google? You don't have Google.
I got Google. Go ahead.
Okay, so
all right, yeah, 2006. Okay.
Yeah, 2006. Drake has been on it every year on the year. So the hatred is real. Some people.
Why do they have to hate him? See, go ahead.
No, some people come in, they make 2 hits, and that's the last time. Drake has been relevant since 2005, 2006. Like boom.
Long time.
Yeah.
It's like the New England Patriots.
So
it's always good.
Yeah, always good. Drake is Mr. Reliable. He's so good.
No. Mr. Reliable is Currency.
No.
Drake, and this is why I like Currency.
No,
he just wants to eat with everybody.
No,
hey man, have some fun.
No, Currency is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Cool, but Drake is your favorite rapper by just girls and guys just walking around here every day from different generations that have been coming up. So keep that in mind.
Oh man, I don't know if I've ever had a conversation where it's like Drake is my #1 favorite rapper.
I'm not saying #1. He's top 5 somewhere. There's somebody that'll pick him that'll be like Drake. My kids know Drake.
Because he's famous.
No,
he's a very famous guy.
He's made it that way. He's been so relevant.
But I think when I talk
long.
to people about rap music, I don't think I really ever hear Drake as like their top. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't make. He's got a lot of great songs that I listen to. I don't think I've ever heard of people say like, "Oh, he's my favorite." I don't think I've ever heard that.
He was my favorite artist for a long time.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously there are Drake fans. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation with people about rap music.
Anyways, Andrew, the boy's been relevant for a long time.
I'm not
and the hate is real. The more you're relevant, they're like, how does he do it? Is it witchcraft? Nah, we got to knock him down a peg. And that's what they're doing.
Is that what they're doing now? They're tired of it.
Yeah. It's like people want to go see a Floyd Mayweather fight, not because he's so good, but because they want to see him lose.
But why do they want to see him lose? Why can't they just enjoy their money, enjoy their tours?
Because we're all a bunch of haters, Andrew. That's what it comes down to.
What's everybody's problems? Like everybody's making money, get to travel, get to go to some nice restaurants, and we have to care because someone's making more than us. We give an absolute rip. It's just money, folks. It's literally just money. It's not that important. I promise you, it's not that important.
It's not, but we make it so.
It's because that's child. This is why God says you're my children. Because literally, you think when you get older and you're adults and stuff that you think that people just know better. They don't. They don't. That's why I always say your high school years, your 4 years of high school, is probably the most important 4 years of your entire life because that is setting you up for the rest of your life. What you're seeing in high school, I promise you, it doesn't get better when you're an adult. These adults actually don't mature. A lot of them don't mature. They don't. And you're still going to see the same stuff. Dude, it's literally just money. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just money. It's just fucking money. Like, you could have an 18-room mansion with 20 bathrooms, or you can have a 5-bedroom house with 3.5 bathrooms. I promise you, it's still the fucking same. You have a roof over your head. You got some clean water. You have some food in your stomach. You're good.
I'll interject with this.
It's just money.
No, I'll interject with this.
Go ahead.
Money can't buy you happiness, but it put a smile on your face. That's it.
But I'm all true.
Yeah.
But
that's what it does. It put a smile on your face.
More money, like $100 million, is not going to put that much more smiles on your face than say $5 million. It's not.
$0 to $100,000 puts a smile on your face.
$0. I'm saying, but a lot of these guys that are beefy have money. They have nice homes. They have nice residence. They already have money to help. If they want to give some money to their buddy or their mom, and so life is good. This is why I listen to Currency. Life is good, man. Just everybody, let's all just have a smoke and eat some food, and we're all happy, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. This is why he's my favorite. Because he didn't have beef with nobody. He says, hey, man, just chill. We're just chilling in New Orleans.
That sounds good.
It's like, let's go have some lunch at That's Chicken and Shrimp, right? Right in downtown New Orleans. His buddy owns. I'm gonna hit that place up, man. I'm gonna get some food over there.
You should, Andrew.
But
Andrew, I just gotta say.
Shout out to That's Chicken and Shrimp, right? I think that's what it's called.
I just gotta say this. You just eat, man. You don't care what you eat.
Just eat some fucking food, man. Just chill out. It's just money, guys. Who gives an absolute people to talk about? Oh man, I just made another $100 million. What the fuck? It's just money, dude, bro. It's just
would you listen to my quote?
What's your quote?
Money doesn't make you happy. Money can't buy you happiness, but it brings a smile on your face. But on that note, today's episode is sponsored by 19 Strings for the Harp.
That's right.
Final Cuts Media.
And That's Chicken and Shrimp.
Well, they're not paying us.
Who cares?
But check it out.
Shout out to Currency and any of his friends. Good job. Go ahead.
So today's episode, 19 Strings for the Harp on Amazon. Buy Andrew's book. Andrew's a good writer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Andrew's a good writer, but not a motivated writer. So,
Yeah, I'm not.
You won't see a lot of works from him.
No, you won't.
But
Sure.
But
I could take it. Go
ahead. It's not said to be a bad thing. It's said that what you put out there is good stuff.
I appreciate that, though. I appreciate the compliments. It's very nice of you. Go ahead.
And also, today's episode, Fan Faces. Right. You could catch it on all streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. And you could catch the videos on YouTube/Final Cuts Media. Check out our videos. If you would like to see our faces, if you want to see our reactions, and leave a comment that you were there. So we could like it, and we could and if you have any questions, leave them down in the videos on YouTube. Ask questions. We'll be sure to clarify on the next episode. And also, Final Cuts Media, go check us out. We got music. We got movies, maybe. We got shorts. Check us out. All right? For Fan Faces, Stubbs E. Fingers, a.k.a. Amadou the Great, we're outside.